community reporter, and Eirwen Malin has actually been investigating the range of sailing vessels that now make use of the waters of Cardiff Bay. While she's been aboard a fishing charter, an aeration boat, a debris collection boat, and a Challenge Wales yacht as well. And she's clearly enjoyed every minute of it. Today she's taken a trip on the Cardiff Waterbus.
If you'd like to come aboard.
Thank you very much.
Well, good morning, Eirwen. My name's Ben, but everyone down the bay knows me as Captain Gorgeous. So they're looking at me this morning. I think you'd agree that I do have the perfect face for radio. Today I'll be driving a boat called Signet. Every morning I have to come down and check things like oil levels, water levels in the engine. I have to turn various things on, like water inlets, turn the fuel on, check the radio. It's just to make sure that they're all safe and ready to run for the public. I'm just going to get on my knees now. This is the worst part of the job, really. In the morning, is to get your head down in there and just check the oil level in the gearbox and in the engine itself. And looking at that, we're okay. We're on the bottom up there. That's fine. Good. That's all the checks done now on the engine and all the mechanical side of things. Okay. So let's turn that on now. Penarth Marina, Signet, over.
Signet, this is Penarth Marina, go ahead, Ben, over.
Yes, good morning, Sue, we're looking to lock out now, please, over.
Please go ahead on the green light, over.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just saying that the water on the bay today is going to be like a mirror, and that's one of the best things about driving this boat. I've been doing it for 10 years now, and every day you come through these gates, you're greeted with something new. Sometimes it's like a mirror, sometimes it's really rough, sometimes there's snow, sometimes there's rain, sometimes there's, like today, not a cloud in the sky, sometimes you have gorgeous rainbows. It's a changing scene every time, it's always something new, and I think that's really why I like the job so much.
Back at 11 o'clock.
I've been doing the boat for 10 years. This is the longest job I've ever been in, and in my opinion is the best job in the world. But here, look out behind you there, look at that fantastic view across the bay. That is my office. The boat in there, that's my desk. And I meet hundreds of lovely people every day, people from all over the country. I'll be just talking to a lady from Sussex there.
So you said you've been working on the boats for 10 years. What did you do before? Were you involved in boating and sailing then?
I've personally always been involved in boats. As a baby, I nearly drowned at Whitstable in Kent, and I think that's really where when the water went in my lungs there, that was the bug, and I've been doing boats ever since. Did a lot of sailing on the Thames with my father. As a very small youngster. Then I used to drive the rescue boat at the Penarth Yacht Club. I've always had the need to come onto the water.
So this is like a dream come true then, really, having a regular job on a boat?
Yeah, I've always said that you know when you go to Cornwall and you go across to Loo and there's an old leathery-faced man driving a little wooden boat backwards and forwards across a little ferry across the river, you know, and you always, you know, he looks like a face like a satchel, you know, he's been out in the salty air all his life. And I've always said I would love to grow old and die doing a job like that. And 10 years ago, just over 10 years ago, I was looking in the local paper and there was a planning application for a landing stage. And I thought, landing stage? What's all this about? And of course, at this time, they were building the Cardiff Bay barrage. I traced the advert back to who'd put it in. And lo and behold, I met Steve, who is the owner of the company, and he told me all about his exciting plans for the waterbuses in Cardiff Bay. And that was it, yeah. Morning, guys. Just jump on, be very careful on the top step there, please. Sit the front or the back, and when we get going, you can stand up in the middle there.
We're just going to leave now the inner harbour behind us. We're now heading out into the main part of the bay. And the first thing we're going to look at on this trip is coming up on the right-hand side of the boat. Over on the right here.
It may not be Hong Kong Harbour or the Star Ferry, but to me, after 10 years, the little yellow Cardiff Waterbuses are just as iconic.
Community reporter Eirwen Malin reporting there and also enjoying it. I've been on that bus. You can go around the bay and also up the river. Little bus stops on the side, you know. You can come up and stop by the Millennium Stadium and also under the bridge. And then the last stop, I think, is, let me think now, Sapphire Gardens. Lovely spot. Oh, yeah, getting off there into the city and so on. Fair play to Eirwen, and thanks to her for all her reporting different kinds of boats in Cardiff Bay, all of them this week.